Hi everyone, Messy Coder back again with a live dev interview of Black Horizon Studios, the creators of Crux, Emerald AI, UniStorm. They've got the Ultimate Nature Pack, Andromeda hologram system, and a load of beautiful models on the asset store. Wow, this was a live dev interview taken from my Twitch stream, or the w.twitch.tv/themessycoder, and I've chopped it up into little parts. And this is the introduction to find out who exactly is Black Horizon Studios. And then we're going to play with Emerald AI and dabble a bit with Crux as well. So sit back, enjoy, and I'll see you all in a second. And I'd like to say a massive welcome to the stream, Black Horizon Studios, creator of Emerald AI, Crux, and everyone knows UniStorm. Welcome, buddy.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
So, well, thanks for coming in. You've been on Unity for about 100 years now, so it feels like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Let me just hand over the microphone to you, and I'm going to put the volume down for Spider, because he's a little bit aggressive, for you to introduce yourself, so everyone gets to know who you are, who is BHS, Black Horizon Studios, and yeah, just hand you over the microphone. So, Black Horizon Studios, over to you.
What would you like to know?
Well, how is this guy who started off? Because, like, who are you? Are you a coder? Are you an artist? How did you get started? I mean, let's have a look. Guys who don't know Black Horizon Studios will just think that you're this guy who does Emerald AI, Crux, and UniStorm. But guys, he's not. He's got art. He did the where is it? The Ultimate Nature Pack that we saw before.
I actually started off as doing 3D modeling and 3D animation through some courses at my college, and I realized that it wasn't really, what I wanted to pursue, and so I took some programming courses and realized that I really liked programming, and so I started making assets for the asset store, and people enjoyed them.
So that was back when Unity was supporting JavaScript. What did they call it? Like Unity script.
Yeah. That was way back there.
So there was a bit of an easier way to get into Unity programming than it would have been if you were delving straight into C#.
Yeah, that is correct. I started with JavaScript. It was a lot easier to use and learn, and then I transitioned to C#.
Would you say that you're enjoying your life far more now as a coder than you did as an artist?
Oh yeah, I would totally agree. I really enjoy coding.
But it wasn't that long ago that you did your Ultimate Nature Pack.
I did that as a side project. I still enjoy just creating things, and so I wanted to see if I could create a nice tree pack with tons of assets and see how it did. And it's one of the biggest on the asset store. So,
talking about people who are artists moving over into the coding side, do you have any advice that would help somebody in your position, or how you were an artist just picking up coding for the first time?
Well, I started with some college courses, but I also did a lot of the Unity tutorials, and those really helped me get a feel for coding and, testing the waters, really.
Moving over from JavaScript to C#, was that daunting? Because you had your entire pack. I mean, UniStorm, the entire thing was written in JavaScript, and you had to redo the whole thing in C#.
Oh yeah, it was originally I would write the JavaScript version, and then I would write the C# version, and I was maintaining both, and it was a lot of work with each update, always converting them and rewriting them. So I decided to drop the JavaScript version a while back, and then Unity ended up dropping JavaScript as well, so that ended up working out.
What got you into Unity in the first place?
After I learned programming, I started looking for free game engines, and I tried using a few other ones. I can't remember their names, but they were, difficult to use and learn with. And then I found Unity. This is probably back in 2009. And so uh, it was really easy to pick up and learn, and it had a lot of available API to help me learn the programming language. And yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Because there's a lot of people who are doing art assets on Unity who find it relatively easy to just move over and do art assets for Unreal and be on both marketplaces. When you're doing programming, it's a bit unfortunate because you're kind of stuck on one engine or the other. So you wouldn't really be able to release a UniStorm on Unreal, but you could release your mountain, your nature pack on Unreal, I suppose.
Well, possibly. I mean, the Ultimate Nature Pack uses the Unity Tree Creator, so it's tied down with that. But yeah, I couldn't port UniStorm to Unreal. So.
Oh, you got some tall trees here. So when you're doing these nature packs, are you actually going out and taking pictures and getting inspiration, or is it just a case of seeing a picture in Google and then just replicating?
I actually go out to nature. I live right by a canyon, so I'm able to go out and get, pretty accurate examples of plants and nature and trees and stuff like that.
Do you feel like you really need to do that if you want to get decent representation of models in the engine?
I don't think it has to be done, but I think it helps. I think I also looked at references online, just Googling trees and stuff to get ideas of what certain trees look like, and yeah.
You got VR Games on asking, if you were to learn programming today, what language would you learn? So if you were going to start,
personally,
yeah,
I would probably learn C#. It kind of depends on the language I think or the game engine you want to go with, because Unreal uses C++ and Unity uses C#. So
C++ is just it feels like that strict parent that keeps on smacking you every time you do something wrong. And C# is that parent that just keeps on saying, never mind, I know what you wanted to do. Good job. Well done. You keep on trying. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do feel C# is a little easier to learn than C++. I've tried to learn both.
Mark Game Dev, this looks nice. This does look nice. I really enjoyed playing about when I reviewed this last year. Have you got any plans for doing any more 3D art packages?
I do plan on adding a few more, more trees to the Ultimate Nature Pack when I get the chance. I'm maintaining so many systems right now, so I do have plans. So
yeah, I was going to ask you how do you find the time to be supporting, not only developing but actually supporting like customer support for Crux, Emerald AI, and UniStorm, and then these packs as well on top of that?
I guess I just work really efficiently.
That's a good answer. So yeah, we've had a lot of questions of people asking how to get into being a Unity asset developer. One of the things that comes up of people who have started and trying to do it is just the sheer amount of time it takes to support the assets after you've put them on the asset store. So the argument is it really worth being an asset store developer, given that it might take you 6 months to make an asset, and then you just spend most of your day supporting people? And as Gegabel said, I think you said in Discord that all of your support queries are people who haven't read a README and just go straight into try to use something and then complain that it doesn't work.
Oh yeah, that's definitely correct. That's why I make my documentation, so people have a pretty good basis and background of how to use the system. And I'm always more than happy to provide support, even if someone doesn't understand something that's, relatively trivial. I'm always willing to offer support. Yeah.
We've got Mark Game Dev. Can I talk to the owner of this asset? Yes, you can. He's talking to us right now. Say hello to him. Write down something and then we read it out, and then we respond to you. That's how the magic works. Is there any way you can help me and my dev team create a game? Okay, that's a pretty general question. Over to you, BHS. Is there any way you can help him and his dev team create a game?
I personally don't have the time currently to help, but
we don't make mistakes.
I'm always happy to help with my assets. If you're a customer, I can provide support, and I'm usually more than happy to help write custom scripts for my customers who need a little extra help.
Oh, nice. And I was about to say, yes, you can help you make your game. Just buy his assets. And that's exactly what Gigaboy's just written in chat. Buy his assets. Wow, you actually help people with customization if they need as well. You helped me with my integration of UniStorm into Ultimate Survival as well. I do remember that. I bothered you a lot with that. I kept on poking at you, and you were very helpful.
Oh yes, I do remember that.
And thank you very much for the 6 months resub. Mark coming in with the Twitch sub. Thank you very much, buddy. I really do appreciate the continued 6-month support. I cannot believe we've been streaming on Twitch for 6 months already. So, as we say, you are an old school artist who moved over to do programming. I'm having a lot of fun, even running around inside these demo scenes. But the thing that I want to play with the most is Emerald AI. We're going to go over to Crux in a little while, because if you've got AI, if you've made your AI in your game, you need a way of spawning your AI into your game, and that's what the beauty of Crux is all about. So before we start spawning, we're going to load up let me load up one of your demo scenes of Emerald AI. And I've got a couple of models. We've got a doggy, and I've got some Protofactor stuff, and I've got some Maxim Bugrimorph models. But I think if we can start with a little doggy. So you've got a pet AI example. Let me just save this. Right, so here's a pet AI example. And I want you to hold my hand, because, hello, this is the player's pet, is the spider. Can everyone see the spider? So the spider, he's going to follow me around. So what does the spider AI, the pet AI do?
The pet AI just acts like just a pet. It runs around. It doesn't do any combat, and it just follows the player around more for cosmetic purposes.
Does the enemy AI aggro him and attack the pet, or is he like invisible to AI?
Yeah, he's invisible, so the aggressive AI won't attack him. So.
Oh, smacked him. Oh, come on, have some. Oh, got away. Yeah, have some. Have some. There you go, mate. And then you've got where is the other one? Companion. The companion AI, which is a bit more complex.
Yes, the companion AI can assist the player in combat and has various settings to customize it. So you can make it offensive where it attacks first, and you can make it defensive where it only attacks if you pulled the other AI.
Oh, so you can script that with key presses.
Yeah, it's adjustable within the Emerald editor.
Let me put my volume down on my Unity because it's a little bit loud. That's better. Just notice that Discord and Unity were both going at the same level. And even though you've got, this is just an AI kit you've made, you've even got the UI put in there for the health and damage.
Yes, it has a built-in UI system. So all you have to do if you want your AI to have a UI, you just enable it within the editor, and Emerald will automatically create UI for your characters and health bars.
We've got a question here from Sanyo. If we want to use poly art animals by Malbers, they come with their own animator controller. And Emerald AI is dependent on the parameter names with the Emerald created animator controller. Yes. Do you plan on integrating poly art animals? This is a way popular asset and would be too bad if we cannot use it with Emerald AI.
I haven't personally had the chance to test it, but I am looking into seeing how I can add support for that asset.
So that's one of the things about Emerald AI, that it needs to have its own animator controller. So if we were to just right now dump Malvers into pack, we would have to not use his animator controller, but just stick his animations in the Emerald AI animator controller. Isn't that about right?
Yeah, that's correct.
Aquarius Max, it's Diablo 3. They have a cosmetic pet that follows you around for looks. Yeah, so this guy, this companion, as we saw, got involved in the fight, whereas the pet is just cosmetic. And I've never played Diablo 3. Cosmetic pets are WoW-like. Yeah, so that's a bit like WoW, how you've just got the cosmetic animal going around and doing just to look nice and make everyone else jealous that they don't have it, pretty much.
Pretty much.
All right, so which one should we try setting up? Should we try setting up the pet or the companion?
Let's do the companion.
Let's do it. Well, that was it for the first part of this live dev interview with Black Horizon Studios. In the next video, we'll be playing about with Emerald AI and actually doing a getting started tutorial showing you how you can use Emerald AI in your own projects, and then we'll play with Crux. This was taken from my live Twitch stream, or the w's.twitch.tv/themessicoder, where you can find me every Fridays and Saturdays playing on Twitch, making dev tutorials, playing games, and even interviewing people like Black Horizon Studios that we do just here. If you want to take part, just pop over to Twitch, click follow. When I go live, you'll get a notification. Why do you want to take part? Well, we do asset giveaways as well. Not only can you ask questions, have chats, and enjoy these live streams, you can win things too. Oh, well, I'm going to sit here, upload the next video. So don't forget, if you do like these videos and you want to see more, click on that big juicy red subscribe button down below. Tell all your friends and neighbours, and if you do like it, click it. Till next time. If you want to see more of my crazy videos, click on the left side of your screen now, and down below there's that big juicy subscribe button, and right next to it is the magic bell that if you click it, it will tell you if I've got a new video coming out. Till next time.